Hey guys, it's Sean here with the Week 2 match. It's Steven versus Liam for this game. We'll just jump right into it because it's the third time I've had to record this. So this is Gardevoir versus Hydreigon. Hyper Voice is pretty easy here. Liam goes Ready Steel here. It's a pretty good play, eats any hit. I don't know if Steven has Focus Blast here, but we'll never see. As he switches out here into Hawlucha. We see Liam fire for the Iron Head here. Here's a little premature play coming up, I think, on Steven's part, because not only does this waste the Sky Attack move, but also this is a little premature to set up with the Power Herb and the against Rage Steel, because Liam does have his whole team, and this Hawlucha doesn't beat his whole team with Jesse and Burden Boost yet. He should have had a chance to get a Sword Stance up and then unburden. But yeah, so here we see the Vaporeon versus the Tornadus. That's a 2-hit KO. And we see the Toxic come off. So now, this just feels really slow to me because I've seen this a bunch. Yeah, the Hurricane comes off. As Steven goes into Drachi. I believe that's special defense invested because of that damage. Here we see the U-turn. Goes off into the Swampert. I'm not entirely sure about that play exists. Could be running something for the Swampert. Here's a weird move choice on Steven's part. He brings Moonblast, and honestly, like, it hits the Hydreigon, but usually instead of that, anyways, you'd see like an Ice Beam and Thunderbolt and stuff from Jirachi. So I'm not entirely sure why Moonblast was brought. But here we see the Ditto come in on the Mega Swampert. I believe this is Scarfed. It puts the Liam Swampert down to 3%. However, Liam does get the kill. He's left at 3%, though. He has to switch out here, or else he loses his Mon. He goes Ready Steel again. Good play, because we haven't seen the Focus Blast at all. And this forces Steven to switch back out into the Jirachi. Here we see the Iron Head. And I believe Steven just goes for Thunder Wave on Ready Steel. And we see an Earthquake here. And I believe Liam does go just for the Earthquake again as a Hawlucha comes out. And now we see the Sword Stance. However, again, I think Tornadus outspeeds Hawlucha. And I think he should have just gone. Steven should have just gone for damage there, because once again, like, he gets a Sword Stance off, but that's just a wasted turn where he could have got like nice acrobatics or high jump kick damage off, or Drain Punch damage. Here you see the superpower though. It does knock out the Jirachi. And now you'd think Liam is in good position. He's got 6 Mons against Steven's 4. Clefagrius comes out here. I think Liam should have just gone for the Hurricane here, because we see here that Liam has a weird move choice and he doesn't pack Dark Pulse. We see in the match he brings 4 moves and Dark Pulse is not one of them. When you look at Steven's team, and yes, other than the Hawlucha, it does do neutral or super effective damage against everything. So, and it's Scarf, so I'm not sure why he didn't bring the Dark Pulse. But here, also another weird move choice by Liam, because he decides to superpower against his Vaporeon, which means in the long run he's not doing too much damage, because now he's -1 defense, spamming Earthquake, and it's doing a lot less than it would have if he just spammed Earthquake off the start. So goes Pelipper here, gets the rain up. I'm not entirely sure what this Pelipper is, because it doesn't go for U-turn at all. I think it went for Scald once maybe, but it hasn't really shown any moves. And here's another weird move choice on Liam's part, because he brings Scald instead of Surf, but here we actually see the Flash Cannon, which I think was a misplay, because it does hit the Gardevoir and do the 2-hit KO, but Steven can easily go back out into Vaporeon here, when the Surf would have 2-hit KO'd the Gardevoir anyways, and would have done, I think, twice that damage to the Vaporeon. So here, Liam goes Tornadus. this is just a sack. I think he probably could have gone Registeel or even the Hydreigon and pressed Draco Meteor because he does show he has it later on. But here we just see an Earthquake go off against the Vaporeon. He does 49%, and the Swampert goes down here, and now it is a 4-4 game. And here, Liam could go Kingdra and Spam Surf. Unfortunately, again, he doesn't have it. He goes Hydreigon here, does the Earth Power, and this is an easy Hawlucha switch. Liam makes the double. I'm not sure why, because he would have gone in against a good switch out to Hawlucha, but instead Steven goes to Cofagrigus. And here we see the Nasty Plot go off. And I think Liam should have gone use Toxic here. I'm pretty sure he did have it. But yeah, so instead we get this Nasty Plotting Cofagrigus up. So yes. And then he gets the Shadow Ball kill on the Pelipper. And I'm not entirely sure why, because Cofagrigus is slow, so that it must be. I'm not entirely sure why actually. Oh no, sorry, he withdrew it into the Pelipper. Never mind. Here we see the Draco Meteor. Again, Dark Pulse would have been a really smart play because I believe it kills Gardevoir. It does a lot of damage against Hawlucha and a lot of damage against Vaporeon, but Liam is forced to switch into Registeel here. Again, goes for Iron Head, doesn't do too much at all, and Steven does get 29% from the Wish. And now, this Vaporeon pretty much just wins 1v1 because it can Wish, Protect, Stall, and just keep getting Scald damage. Liam goes back out into Hydreigon. And honestly, Steven can just Protect here, see what he wants to go for. I think Protect would have been just a smart play there just to get Leftovers recovery, waste out Rain turns, and it shows what Liam wants to lock himself into, which would make the switch easier. Here we see Registeel again. He can just fire off more Earthquakes, but this Vaporeon does just beat this 1v1. I'm just going to skip some of these turns. So yeah, so now we're at the part where this next turn Scald does knock out the Registeel, and then after that, this Hydreigon has to come out. Okay, yeah, he does switch out into this, but honestly, this Vaporeon can Protect, which again, I forget if he does or not. He doesn't. I'm not sure why Liam went for Earth Power there, because it literally doesn't hit anything more than like a Draco Meteor, which he should have gone for in hopes to get a kill. But yeah, so we see the Earth Power and the Scald. The Vaporeon does take on the rest of the team, and he gets the crit there. It doesn't matter at all because the Vaporeon and the rest of the team won anyways. So that's that game. And that is the second last game I have to record for week 2.